Hello beautiful people, how are you all doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel Unveiling Esther. My name is Esther. If this is the first time you're coming across my video, please do well to subscribe, and for my old subscribers, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. God bless you all. So over the weekend we were invited by the OGAK Battalion Council for their end of year party, celebration and award night. This is actually happening in Port Harcourt, and we invited. The venue was at Captain Elechi Amadi Polytechnic Rumola. You can see us on our way to the venue. Please, happy hour, please call my son for advertisement. He has been raising up this happy hour since we started making this video. Please call my son for advertisement. Thank you so much. So we went on with the journey. It was so interesting and it was not quite long. We're almost at the venue. You can see us, we're in the car just gisting. I don't get to see my brothers all the time, so we gist and laugh whenever we see. So we are almost at the venue. You can see we're almost at the venue. We've gotten to I think we've gotten to Rumola here. Yes, we are at Rumola now, so we are very close to the venue. Very close to the venue, and yes, we are at the venue now. Okay. Mommy, yes. Yeah, of course, my auntie's school. Okay. Daddy. So we arrived. Daddy. Good afternoon, sir. Daddy. They have horse in my auntie's school. You saw it? Yes. I entered the horse. In 200 meters, turn right. Okay, so we've arrived at the venue. Yeah. This is us. Wanna show our face? So you're not showing because you're too short. Let me show you. Yay! See, Iso boy. Live at the venue. So look at the venue. Can you see that? So after that, we decided to take some pictures. Please ignore my Lego. How? Do you know that thing that happens when sometimes you think that you've actually put something into your bag and it's not in your bag when you get to the venue? Then I put my shoe in my bag, but by the time we got to the venue, I couldn't find my shoe again. So look at our beautiful pictures we took. So when I got to the house, I realized that I just left it in the house. So after taking all these beautiful pictures, we decided to snap more pictures. So this is the venue. This is what we came for, the end of year celebration. We were invited to come and sing. So I and my husband were invited to come and sing country music. So very soon, you're going to be seeing us sing. But before then, we had to do some sound check, okay? Some sound check on his guitar, if it was okay. All right. So the next thing you're going to see is our beautiful performance. I hope you enjoy it. And also I'm going to be sharing some of the activities they did before we left. Thank you so much. Please subscribe.
Thanks for inviting us over. It's celebrating Christmas in our traditional way. And if you ask me, when you talk of traditional way, it reminds us of the old-time religion. If you like, some will say it's old-time religion, but I must tell us that those days, old-time religions, I think they were quite the better ones, because our forefathers then, they served God with all their heart. We didn't have all these instruments and all these technologies, but they did it in spirit and in truth. And the first song we'll do here tonight is to tell us, to give us that old-time religion. Those old-time religion songs, those traditional songs, because they are good for us. Give me that Old time religion, give me that. Old time religion, give me that. Old time religion is good enough for me. Give me that. Old time, give me that, give me that. Old time religion, give me that. Old time religion is good enough for me. It was good for our mothers. It was good for our fathers. It was good for our ancestors. It's good enough for me. So give me that. Old time, give me that, give me that. Old time religion, give me that. Old time religion is good enough for me. It was good for Paul and Silas. It was good for Paul and Silas. It was good for all the apostles. It's good enough for me. So give me that. Old time, give me that, give me that. Old time religion, give me that. Old time religion is good enough for me. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. It's good enough for me. Yes, makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. It's good enough for me. It will take us all to heaven. It will take us all to heaven. It will take us all to heaven. It's good enough for me. So give me that. Old time, give me that, give me that. Old time religion, give me that. Old time religion is good enough for me. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. Makes me love everybody. It's good enough for me. Yes, give me that. Old time, give me that, give me that. Old time religion, give me that. Old time religion is good enough for me. Alright, talking about the kind of religion that is good for us, that is good for me, reminds me about the 10 commandments of God, which is the bedrock of our Christian faith. And if you dissect the 10 commandments, you realize that out of the 10, 5 of them relates to how you relate with your neighbors, 4 talks about how you relate with God, and 1 talks about how you relate with your parents. And it means that God has so much value on how you relate with your neighbors. He gave 5 of the commandments to talk about how you relate with your neighbors, and just 4 for himself. And so it would be wise to say that if you don't love your neighbor, then you don't love God. So the next song we are going to take tonight is You Don't Love God If You Don't Love Your Neighbor. Christians, and they live like Christians on the Sabbath day. But come Monday morning till they call me Sunday, they would fight their neighbors all along the way. Don't love God if you don't love your neighbor. If you gossip about him, if you never have mercy when he gets into trouble and you don't try to help. If you don't love your neighbor, then you don't love God. In the Holy Bible, in the book of Matthew, in the 18th chapter and the 21st verse, Jesus clearly tells us that we must have mercy, and a special warning on the 35th verse. together.